Welcome to my channel, where I will take you to some places, let you see my new toys and stuff, and reviews. Stan the man!
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it will be about how to start your own animation. So this kind of animation doing nowadays is 2D animation. A kind of 2D animation where it comes from drawings and stuff. Alright, so it's now a Sunday, guys. So I thought of making a video today. Okay, so first, what are the things you need to start in a 2D animation? So first, you need an iPad. So any kind of model of an iPad, make sure that you can download more apps. Make sure that your storage is not yet full, your iCloud storage. So any kind of model of iPad, it just needs to connect to the Apple Pencil. So I'll just open it, guys. An Apple Pencil. You have to make sure it connects to your iPad. So yeah. So since this is an iPad 6th Gen, I can use the Apple Pencil version 1 for this iPad. Alright, so next, what are the advantages and disadvantages when you compare 2D animating in paper and pen and tablet and pencil or stylus? So the advantages is that this is the highest technology we can use for 2D animation, just for 2D animation on iPad. So you can do a lot more things. So you can just drag, you can just fill it. Alright, so thing is, if it's pen and paper, it won't get low bat. So guys, the disadvantages when you compare pen and paper animation and tablet and stylus or pen animation is that when it's a device, or when it's a stylus or Apple Pencil to be specific, and an iPad, it will get low bat. But the first disadvantage of these. But another disadvantage about pen and paper, it's limited. You'd have to buy so much more paper, and it would be so thick if you want your animation like an hour or at least 12 minutes. It will be so thick that you won't be able to flip it with the bulk clip or the paper clip. So the thing I would really recommend just 2D animation digitally, even though it has its many disadvantages about being low bat and stuff. And yeah. Okay. So I'm 10 years old, and this is just a hobby, guys. This is just a hobby for me, the 2D animation. What's good about animation is that when someone asks you to work on something, any kind of 2D animation, it will, if you post it online, if you show it to them, if it's so nice, they like it, it will reflect your creativity. So that's a very good thing about animation. So this is an activity I normally do because, as you know, there's the pandemic. I can't go out since I'm just 10 years old. So this is something I would recommend for you guys to try. Even though you don't have drawings, even though you don't really have drawing skills, you can start animation. So yeah. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do for you guys is animate the simplest animation, which is the ball. Okay. Alright, so I would recommend to use this app named Flip a Clip. So it's one of the best apps for 2D animation. So as you see, guys, my projects, like, I have a lot, but I don't work on the others often. I have a very specific project every time that I work on. But if I have this idea, I literally make a new project even though I haven't finished the other animations. So that's something I have to improve. Okay, so if you see there's a plus button, and when I press that, you can choose your project name. So let's just name it Ball because it's the simplest animation you can do. So if you're beginners, please continue watching this video and you'll see how animating a ball works. Okay, so you can choose the background there. You can choose photos, you can fill it with a specific color, but we won't do that for now. We're just gonna focus on the ball. Alright, so let's start with on a very high part. Let's just start it here. Alright, so that's how our ball looks like. And you can actually not only choose the pen digitally, but you can choose pencil if you want to add more detail, or you don't want it so hard or the color is too thick, the black color is too thick. You can use pencil, and you can use paintbrush, you can use highlighter. But since it's just a ball, I recommend you guys to just use the pen. So there's an eraser, you can fill the ball with color easily, and you can add text, but we're just gonna focus really on drawing right now. Alright, so let's make it not farther. So as you see guys, you can see where the position is of your last drawing, which is a good thing, so that you can choose, so you would know if it's a bit diagonal or if it's just right. So let's move not far apart from the last one, plus frame. So we move it a little farther. Okay, so like just the half of the ball, that's where we start drawing it. Okay, so next we put it like that. So if you realize how it just disappeared, there's this undo button and redo button. So like I think every animation app has that. I'm not sure guys, because this is the one I really use. Right? So next we put it a little stretched because we want to create the illusion of like the ball falling down from a very high place and then squish, then up, bang. Alright, so not that stretched. Okay, so we put it near that. Alright, and then we do it like this. So it doesn't need to be a bouncing ball guys, it can be someone playing with the ball, but as I told you, this is the simplest kind of animation. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is make it less stretched. Okay. So just keep on drawing it while it's going down. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do guys is make it a little stretched, as in horizontally stretched, like it squashes on the ground. But for now, let's not make it that squashed. Okay. There, we make it squashed like that to the ground. Okay. So the next thing we're gonna do is bounce it up again. So it's kind of the same process of what we did the last time. Alright. So we make it still a bit squashed, but not as squashed as the last drawing on the last frame. Okay. And then we make it again as squashed. Then we make it look like a normal ball. So if you want to know how that works again, you can just pause the video anytime. If you want to see what we do again, if I'm too quick, you can always just pause the video. Right? So we make it a bit stretched once again. But we are gonna make it thinner but longer in a bit. Alright. So if you choose not to make it that thin, it's alright, guys. It's up to you. Alright, so we make it less stretched this time as it goes up. Okay, and then we make it a bit like that, and then like that. If you want to make it a perfect circle, just if you wanted to make it like a perfect ball, there's no problem, guys. You can just pause my video if I draw the next frame. So let's do it here this time. Kind of like that. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna do, since we've already caught the bouncing illusion, is we will duplicate so that it's bouncing many times. So we click that dot right there, and then we do frames viewer. So what we're gonna do is hold and then let it go, and then just copy the whole thing. It's okay if you don't copy where it kind of takes a long time at the upper part. Alright, so paste, and we press this thing, duplicate, and there. So let's see how it works. Let's see how it looks like. So just look here, guys, if you want to see how it looks like. Wow, it actually looks pretty cool, guys. And you should be proud of yourselves, guys. If this is actually your first animation, congratulate yourselves, guys. You've done your first animation with the ball. If you want to add more detail, if you want to add color, if you want to fill your ball with a color, then it's alright, guys. If you want to add more detail, I think you should express your creativity in this one. I just wanted to guide you guys in how to actually just animate it, but I will teach you new steps in animation in my next video. So it looked pretty cool, guys. Okay, so that is pretty much it for this video. So those are just the beginner steps for you guys to start in animation. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and I'll congratulate you guys if you made your first animation with me. I would recommend for you to do an animation with me when you're watching the video, because I will be able to guide you if you watch the video. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and I will see you on my next video. If it's not an animation video, then hang in there, guys. Bye, and stay safe. Follow health protocols if you're outside. Bye.
Stand the man.